What's up, guys? We're gonna real beats. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make some simple and emotional beats. If you do end up enjoying the video, make sure you do hit that sub button and make sure to turn post notifications on so you don't miss a video. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with a melody. So with this, I want to keep this very simple while still being full. So if you are a beginner, this should help you. Because y'all know looking at all these tricks and music theory and stuff can be confusing if you're just getting into producing. So this is the piano, just a simple piano. So just gonna grab in a scale. Let's do a B minor, I guess. That should be like a good range. Let's go in here, and I'm gonna give you a trick, and you could do this with any. Now, if you've done this before, you'll kind of know what type of chord progression you'll have. But this is a trick to use to get a chord progression if you're not familiar with chord progression. So with these scales in the background, we are in B minor. So what you can do, okay, is you can actually make a chord, and you make a chord by skipping every other note. So don't do this, you'll do something like this, and that's an easy way to get chords, right? Basically what I like to do is go up and then reset and then go down, and then you can add your fourth chord in here, whichever note that you like. I'm gonna probably go with this one just because it's closer, and you just arrange them. Okay, so let's see, let's do something different. Okay, so let's do something like that. And we just put it all on the grid and then stretch them out. Oops. Okay, very simple. We just pull this one down an octave, and then what I'm gonna do is pull this down twice. Okay, so now we reset back, okay, and then we just make our first chord. Now the cool thing about this is that you can pretty much get away with making a repetitive melody and making it sound different, because these bass notes will kind of carry. So we're gonna make our original chord, right? Skip every other note. I'll do it one more time. Boom, boom. Okay, and then the easy part, we pull this up, and now we have all this range. And the reason I'm zoomed in is because like it's way too much, right? So now we have a lot of range, you know? So from here, we could just kind of animate it. And animating is just kind of offsetting the note. If you don't know that, we can even add another note in. Okay. And to be honest, you could literally just copy this over and change a few notes that you like. I told you this, try to keep this real simple. Probably want to change one of these notes. See if we could do something like that. If we make a chord this way, and that should match up with our A right here. Okay, all right, let's see what this sounds like. I feel like we should probably add this in. Okay, and that is our melody. Pretty simple. So let's go ahead and move on to the next instrument. All right, so here we have like an ambient sound, and just for time purposes, I'm just literally just gonna copy this on here, and just mix it in. Okay, and then for this sound, we have a little bell. So I'm gonna copy this again. Like I said, I want this to be simple. So Shift D to make everything small. And then from here, what we're gonna do is just kind of animate. We can even delete some of these notes to make it free. So first thing I'm looking at here is I just kind of want to fill this in, create like a little melody. So we could take this, pull this over, pull up an octave, and then from this last note, you can kind of make a chord out of it, and this should actually circle back, as you can see. You can use some of these notes later on, right? Because all these are in harmony. So if you wanted to use a melody over here, you could. But let's keep it simple. And I'm gonna pull that down. Let's see. Okay, and I like that, so I'm gonna copy this over and just apply it over here. want to keep the same rhythm, just to be very simple. We could keep the same rhythm, but let's flip some of the notes. Let's maybe do the same trick over here, right? So we take this note and we pull it up like this. Okay, and then we can kind of reuse our notes. See what that sounds like. I just want to add something else in there, and I think we can literally just copy this over, and then let's see how this A sounds. The reason I'm using the A is because our original note here, it'll be in harmony with these. Okay. Okay, I am satisfied with that. You can take this as far as you want. So now what I want to do is add in the basses. All right, so now we're just gonna add in our low end. So I just have this little bass. I thought this would sound good. Okay, so now we're just gonna take these bass notes. Okay, and this is the really simple part. All right, everything we did all the hard part, right? So we do this, and honestly, we'll probably throw in like something like that. Okay, simple as that. And I just like to have that bass line in, just so I can have, use it in different parts, right? You don't have to have a bass synth. So let's put this in right here, Shift D, and I'm gonna mute this. And then now we're just gonna kind of put these in those 808 spots, which would look like this if we just put them all across. These are like the 808 spots, right? So you can kind of put them anywhere along this area, and we just move things over. Okay, so show you where these are. I'm just kind of copy the same pattern that's over here, and then maybe we can have a little fun. Pull that out. I think we can just leave this as is. Let's pull it up an octave or two. And I'm gonna add some of these real quick. We cannot go nice with the bass. Let's put it back here. Okay, very simple. So let's go ahead. I might even turn those down. Let's go ahead and move on to the drums. All right, so now this is pretty much the easiest part of making any beat, and it's just the drums. They're pretty simple. So I'm gonna copy this to the kick, Shift D and then Alt K to make them the same. And then usually I just kind of like to spread these out for the kick. Now with me personally, I like to double my kick and pull it down like this so that it has more hit like bass in it. Okay. And then from now I'm just kind of just throw some sounds in. Okay. And we could turn these up. And I'm gonna keep this one real simple. I want the drums to be simple. I don't think you need to have crazy drums every time. Let me just throw these in. I wonder if we can just play around with this a bit. Something like that. Okay, I kind of like that build up. All right, I think this is good. Something real simple. I'm gonna play it once with just the 808. All right, and that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.